Welcome to Mindful Monday. Today's topic is money worrier or money warrior. Worry is the misuse of the imagination, said Dan Zadra. Much of my life I've spent misusing my imagination, attempting to prepare for crises that never happened, only to be blindsided by the ones that did. The first unexpected financial crisis I remember was the 1987 stock market crash. I was 21 years old and I had a small savings account and a 401k. But a friend who worked at Smith Barney in my building came to my office looking like Chicken Little, eyes bulging, sweating, arms flailing, yelling, and grabbing his hair. Although I rarely become that animated, I could identify with how he felt. If I didn't want to worry so much, I heard, all I had to do was change my thinking. Easier said than done for me. It's taken at least 10 years to begin to grasp how to think like a warrior instead of a worrier. When it comes to money, there's ample soil for worries to root. To list all the ones I've had myself and heard in my office would take a whole book. But the most common ones nowadays seem to be, what if I screw up this investing stuff? Or what if I don't have enough? Or some version of, well, what will happen to me if there's an economic catastrophe? Worriers first imagine the worst. We don't want to be caught unprepared. Yet now I realize it's not possible to prepare for everything my worrying mind can create. Warriors are strong in mind and body, but they know their physical strength and mental energy are finite. Both must be used resourcefully with wisdom. Wise warriors ask, is this something I can do anything about? In other words, is it within my control? If not, I'm wasting energy. If I can do something, is it clear what that something is? If it is, then do it or schedule to do it. If it's not clear, then I must wait. And while I'm waiting, I can use my energy to imagine positive outcomes or outcomes that don't require any of my energy at all. Several years ago, I met someone who was worried she didn't have enough. At first glance, it wasn't obvious whether or not she was right. So we talked about what she wanted for the next chapter in her life. Her burning desire was to leave the corporate world and teach yoga full-time. She had assumed that would be out of the question. We talked about what sacrifices in her lifestyle, line item by line item, she would be willing to make and not make to achieve her dream. With several versions running through our software, she was able to craft her own definition and version of enough to embark on her journey. After focusing on what she could control, her lifestyle and spending decisions, she gained warrior-like confidence. Her personal economic problems and worries didn't seem so big anymore. I find that when I put equal energy into possible positive outcomes as I did into the negative ones, it's easier to let the worries go. And letting go is one of the bravest warrior moves a warrior can make. That's Mindful Monday, and I hope you have a wonderful week.